Hey guys, this is Simon.
And this is Matthias. This time we are taking a look at the Panasonic HC-WX.
No, the WX970.
Yes, this is filmed with a DSLR camera, a Nikon D5100, and now we are filming with a Panasonic. Let's go over to the review.
So now the design on this Panasonic, it's a pretty big one, so it's going to be pretty big in your hands. And now over to the buttons and the shifters. The zooming shifter and all the buttons for taking pictures and starting and shutting off the device is very well organized. They sit very good placed when you hold the camera, and it's very similar to my other Panasonic HC-W500 in the organization of the menu and all the buttons and everything. And this Panasonic weighs pretty much, it weighs 353 grams, which is pretty heavy for a video camera. There's a 3.5 millimeter jack for headphones actually, and there's also AV out, HDMI out, micro USB 2.0. It could be a little bit slow with the 2.0, so for such a expensive device like this one, there should be maybe a 3.0, but now it's 2.0. And there's also a 3.5-inch touchpad on, well, not touchpad, but touch screen. And the UI is very old looking, and well, it works, but you may want a nicer UI, like on the smartphones. And now the camera. You can record in 4K in 30 FPS, which will be 72 megabytes per second, and it will only be available in MP4 format. You can also choose to record in 1080p up to 50 frames per second. I think it should be available to record in slow motion too, but this 50 FPS setting is 50 megabytes per second. And on 1080 you can choose between MP4 and AVC HD format, and also between 1080i and 1080p. There's also a flash or a flashlight or whatever you want to call it, and you can record with 5.1 channel sound recording, so that's surround. And there's also a second camera which is 1080p. You can use it for vlogging and etc. You can also take pictures in up to 25.9 megapixels. These pictures seems to be very compressed and it's not really that high quality when you zoom in. There's also 20 times optical zoom and up to 1500 digital zoom. There's also a night mode which lets you record in complete darkness. We are saying you cannot see anything, and they are using this IR light on the front below the lens. And now we are talking about the image quality. The image quality is awesome. If you have, for example, pictures, if you do not zoom in, they look pretty good. The colors can be a little bit weird sometimes due to the compressing format or compressing processor or whatever it is. And the video, they look amazing both in low light and in sunlight, whatever, any light. In low light, it's thanks to the night mode, which uses the IR sensors on the front. So you can actually record in no light at all. You can also record in low light and use the flashlight to get some light. And the colors of this video is really accurate. They look really nice, and it seems to be really good at focusing on close-up stuffs. So if you are a fan of macro filming, this may be a alternative to choose between. And since you can zoom in very far, you can get really nice details far away with the 4K video, for example, which you can actually scale down to 1080p.
This camera has some smart features. It has a downloadable app, so you can download it to your smartphone and connect with the Wi-Fi or via NFC or something like that. And you can control your camera from your smartphone. You can use your camera as a baby monitor if you want to. And if you are, for example, on a wedding, you can stream the wedding to the internet. And that's pretty good. And the battery is 1940 milliampere battery, and it lasts quite a long time, but it drains faster, of course, if you are filming with the 4K mode. And if you're not satisfied with the battery, you can always buy a bigger battery, twice as big in fact. It costs about 130 bucks, which is a lot for a battery, but if you are gonna use it for a long time, it may be worth it.
So for the conclusion, this Panasonic HC-WX970 is a great buy if you're looking to buy a more of a professional video camera that doesn't cost too much and that have the ability to record in both 4K and 1080p and have a lot of ports and the ability to record in pitch black, etc. So it costs around 900 bucks, and depending on if you really need the second camera, the second camera could be a really nice thing if you're a vlogger. If you're not a vlogger, you may want to go with a 870, which costs a lot less.
100 bucks less.
Yeah, and that is pretty much which you can actually spend on a extra big battery if you would like that. So yeah, that's pretty much all, I think.
Yes. Like if you enjoyed, share this with your mom, and subscribe if you want more. Yes. Bye.
Bye.